Hello everyone, what's going on? I hope you're all doing well and welcome to the live watch along between Morocco and Cameroon in the AFCON quarterfinal, guys. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're comfy. We're going to have a nice chilled out watch along, guys. Watch some good football. Watch the AFCON in the quarterfinal. We're getting to the nitty gritty now, ain't we? We're getting into the knockout stages, which is obviously going to be a little bit more nervous, a little bit more tense, of course, guys. We have gone into extra time on the last couple of games, of course, guys, have gone white to the riot. Not really penalties, but one penalty shootout. One penalty shootout I've witnessed so far, but the other games have been gone to extra time and they've been won in extra time, guys. Not least Algeria, who scored that very late goal, of course, the other day, guys. Absolutely. And against, to be honest with you, it was a great goal. But look, I'm hoping for a good game today. It is Cameroon against Morocco. And what's interesting, we got our interest in this game, of course, because obviously we got Mbeumo and we got Mazraoui. Mazraoui is playing for Morocco and Mbeumo is playing for Cameroon. And one of those players will be coming back to Manchester United. And hopefully, fingers crossed, they will be ready for next week, guys. Who do you want to win? Guys, honestly, tell me, who do you want to win? Who do you want to win this game? Do you want Morocco or do you want or Cameroon? Now, look, considering Manchester United don't have any attacking players, I'm going to be totally honest, guys. I'm going to say I want Morocco to win so that Mbeumo comes home next week. I really hope so, guys, so that we can have him ready for the Man City game and the Arsenal game. I think he's just a little bit more important than Mazraoui right now. I think our defense is not that bad, to be fair. I know that we got De Ligt coming. Hopefully he's coming back as well. So I don't think our defense is as bad as people think. Our attack, however, without Mbeumo is a little bit of a problem, guys. But I want to welcome everyone to the stream, guys. Before I start properly, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Smash a like on the video. All that jazz. If you guys can do that for me, that'd be absolutely fantastic. I really appreciate everyone joining me this evening, guys. It's going to be a good chat. Sorry I couldn't make it for Chatterbox. I was out, but I'm back now, guys, and we're here to do this watch along. And hopefully it's going to be a very, very interesting, exciting game. Of course, guys, that's what we hope in these kind of games, of course, guys. So players of interest, of course, Carlos Baleba playing for Cameroon, potentially a Man United player. Mazraoui, of course, and Mbeumo, of course. Guys, there's a lots of interesting little twists and turns in this game in regards to players that Man United can possibly go after in the summer. And Cameroon have always produced great players, obviously Samuel Eto'o amongst many others. You know, I remember I met a Cameroon player many, many years ago, Mark Vivian Foe, God rest his soul. I met him in a friendly for West Ham when he was playing for West Ham. I met him, said hello, and that very, very good bloke. I've always had a close connection with Cameroon because obviously one of my good friends was from Cameroon, and also they introduced me to African football way back when in the late 80s with Roger Miller and players like that. They're the ones who really introduced me to African football. Morocco, look, Morocco comes on leaps and bounds. I mean, I was first introduced to Morocco back in 1998 with Yusuf Shipo, Mustafa Hadji. You remember those players there who ended up playing for Coventry City, those type of players, yeah. I remember them from them, and that they really came onto the scene back then. Of course, now they've always produced very, very good players. Individually, very, very good players, not least in this team today. We have got Amrabat on the bench. Let's not forget that, of course, for Morocco. Amrabat used to play for Man United under Eric Ten Hag, won an FA Cup, probably man of the match in that FA Cup final, guys, absolutely, against Manchester City at the time, guys. But Mazraoui is a new kid on the block. We got Mazraoui, of course, who's playing for Morocco. So very interesting to see what that we do today, guys. It's going to be a very interesting game. I really hope so. Anyway, I really hope it's going to be an exciting game as well, guys. Really hope so. But I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream, guys. We can talk about anything. We can talk about all football related debates and topics and stuff like that, guys. I mean, I'm all for it. We can talk about anything Man United if you wish, as we watch the game, of course, guys. And that is what is the most important thing, of course, guys. It's what is going on at the moment at Man United. What is going on at the moment? It's just going really crazy. I mean, we've actually got people online. Like, guys, I want to be honest, right? We've got people online celebrating the sacking, and that it's done and dusted. I don't know why people are still going on about it. People are still going on about the sacking of Ruben Amorim, and I'm like, goodness me, don't you get over it? Have you got a life? Why are you celebrating for? Do you know what I mean? And yeah, you know, there's a lot of abuse, there's a lot of back and forth, a lot of division and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't help anything. And you know what? I just think it's crazy. So I'm here doing the watch along for Morocco against Cameroon. And guys, the quarterfinal and the semi-final, let me just give you clarification. Senegal won 1-0. I believe it was 1-0 against Mali today. Mali of course, we know, went down to 10 men against Tunisia. They also went down to 10 men very early on, again, against Senegal. Now, guys, they lost 1-0 only. Now, Mali are a very good team, right? They are definitely a very good team. Mali are a very good team, right? But they got to stop going down to 10 men. They really do. They got to stop going down to 10 men, guys, because it's ruining their opportunities. Now, they got away with it last time. You know, they got away with it last time, but this time I don't think they've got away with it. So 1-0 to Senegal, it finished in Day with the goal after 27 minutes. The red card for Mali, I believe it was in, let me just have a look. The red card is very early on anyway. That's what I would say, guys, absolutely. But it ended Mali 0, Senegal 1. And tough luck for Mali. But you know what? When you go down to 10 men, generally, that's what happened, isn't it? You're generally, especially a team like, obviously, Senegal, a pretty decent outfit, of course, guys, absolutely. But yeah, but we move, guys, we move. Anyway, hope you're all doing well. Let me just shout out some of the people in the stream, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Big up, Bobby. How's you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream, my friend. You want Mbeumo back? I think we all do. Absolutely. I want Morocco to win, says Bobby. Yes, we all do. Absolutely. That means that Mbeumo will be back, isn't it? Tuto, buongiorno, come estás, the post? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. I hope everything is blessed with you. Welcome to the Italians in the stream, of course. And a very good channel that if you like Italian football, guys, good debates on there. Go and subscribe. Have a look at that. It's very good stuff. On Tutto Calcio, of course, guys. Calcio means football in Italian. You see, you learn something on this channel. You do learn things on this channel. You do learn a little bit of everything. Guys, Kenny, they were just celebrating their morale victory, not knowing the shit problems, their self-awareness of them. I mean, I've seen some of them on Twitter. My goodness me. A couple of my tweets went viral this week, guys. 2 of my tweets went viral. One today of Peter Schmeichel talking about the issues. And they're still going, you know, the funny thing is all they can say is cry more, tears. They're ridiculous. They're like children. Honestly, they're like children. I don't know what else to say about it. It's just like, come on, man. It's like, grow up. You know what I mean? Mali goalkeeper was brilliant. Yeah, he was brilliant the other day as well. We got to have a look at him, but he's good. But obviously, we got Sedi Lamens, the big Sedi Lamens, of course, the big Belgian goalkeeper, of course, guys. But this game is very interesting. Cameroon are a proper team, right? And so are Morocco. And Morocco are playing at home, so I'm going to be interested to see what happens in this game. It's going to be exciting. Let's hope so anyway, guys. Yes, let's hope so. Cheers. I hope everyone is well anyway, guys. Big up, everyone. Don't forget to smash a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, guys, as well. And also don't forget to put your notifications on. If you guys can do that for me, that's absolutely fantastic. Thank you, guys. Really, I really appreciate that, of course, guys. Absolutely, of course. Who's going to be the new manager of Manchester United is the big question, of course, guys. There's a massive question surrounding Man United at the moment. Who's going to be the next manager? Look, I'm tired of the debate. I'm tired of hearing about, interim managers. I don't want to hear about Carrick. I don't want to hear about, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I don't want to hear about Fletcher. I'm tired of all that, to be honest with you, in regards to this. I just want to hear who's going to be Man United's full-time manager. Because Carrick, Fletcher, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer are not those guys. They're not the ones that are going to take us forward. Big up, Rajat. How you doing, my friend? I'll be doing well. Welcome to the stream. Hope everyone is blessed. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you. Absolutely appreciate you, of course, guys. Welcome, everybody. I hope we enjoy this game. I hope we have a good game. Hopefully, it's a good game. And 11 against 11. Maybe not extra time tonight. It's a very late night for me where I am, guys. I am, of course, in the UAE at the moment. So it is like right now, 10:55 in the evening. So there you go, guys. That is what the time is for me. You see, very, very late. Today, what did I do today? I went and saw the new Avatar. Guys, I went to see the new Avatar movie. Fantastic. Brilliant film. I would advise it. It was a brilliant film. Went to see it at the cinema. Lovely stuff. Brilliant film. Absolutely spectacular. Raja, speaking of interim, we are yet to even know who is going to be. Meanwhile, Man City just announced Semenyo signing. Exactly. Levels to this game, isn't it, Kenny? This is why I said it, Kenny. There's Belabor there. This is why I said it, Kenny, the other day. I'm just not in the mood for bantering anyone now because our team is just crap. I mean, at the end of the day, our ownership are just clowns. And I can't believe there's still people out there actually supporting this ownership, actually, supporting them with chest as well. Do you know what I mean? It's it's pathetic, guys. Honest to God, it's pathetic, and they're making every excuse under the sun for them. It's ridiculous. I mean, what has happened this last few months and weeks and this last year, in fact, It's been absolutely nothing short of disgraceful, hasn't it? It's been disgraceful what's happened at this football club over this last year since Ineos took charge of the football club. I honestly feel that some of these people are paid employees of Ineos or the Glazers or something like that. I really do think that. I do know that happens with some of the players in regards to Marcus Rashford and that, and there are some there who are like bots and things like that on their Twitter and stuff like that. You know who they are and stuff like that. Absolutely. Yeah. So we got the national anthems going on at the moment. A spectacular stadium, this one, really nice. Of course, Morocco in line. They're going to host the World Cup, innit, soon, apparently. They're in line to host the World Cup. I would much rather in Morocco than America, of course. We've heard people saying, don't go to America, don't go to the World Cup and stuff like that. Of course, I know, I mean, no offense to America, but much love to my brother who lives in America. Much love to my grandma who is American from Newport News, Virginia, by the way. And but nah, it shouldn't be in America. Might as well probably be pocketing and Bremo. Yeah, I hope they don't hurt each other. That's all I care about, absolutely. But if I was to choose one player to come home, it would be in Bremo. I'll be honest, guys, it would be in Bremo. That's the guy I would choose to come home because we do need attacking players, to be honest with you. Guys, what is going to be the feeling if Man United play on Sunday and lose to Brighton and get knocked out the FA Cup? I mean, it's going to be ridiculous. Guys, I posted a video, right, on Twitter, and it went absolutely crazy. I think it's got like 10,000 likes now, 500,000 views on Twitter. And it was Peter Schmeichel talking about sacking Ruben Amorim now was the wrong choice. Now, people like to think of this as I'm taking a dig at the Amorim outers. This is not an Amorim outer tweet. It was actually a tweet about the problems at Man United and why it was the wrong time to sack Ruben Amorim now without a plan. Why didn't they sack him in October and this and that? And it's basically an all-rounder kind of tweet. It wasn't based on Amorim in or Amorim out. And the Amorim outers, I think they've got a mental disease, these guys. I really do. I don't know. I think it's way too many burgers or whatever they're eating. But guys, it's absolutely pathetic. You know, they're just going on this next one. It's ridiculous, guys. They're just going on this crazy flex. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know what to do for them, to be honest with you. You can't have a debate with them. You know, absolute stupidness at the end of the day, guys. But it is what it is. You can't have everything in life, can you? At the end, you try to have a decent debate, but it's just the way it is, guys. Cameroon, we're wearing the green and red, of course, with the yellow socks. Always like the Cameroon kit. Very nice colors, of course. Beautiful colors. Morocco will be wearing white and green and red, guys. That's what they're going to be wearing today, of course, guys. Absolutely. So, yeah, they're going to be wearing that color, of course, guys. Yeah, they're going to be wearing that color. Let me just see something here. Let me just change something real quickly for y'all. Absolutely. You see, I'm a handyman. I do everything. And no, we do that, and we do it like that, and we do it like that, and we do it like that. There we go, like that. And the goalkeeper for Morocco is wearing I'm just doing their shirts, guys. I'll be with you in a second because I want to get it accurate as I can. If you don't mind, I want to get it as accurate as I can. So I'm going to do this. There we go. The Morocco goalkeeper, of course, and this is Bilizabidi. All right, and there we go. And the third one, there we go. Let's get this one up and this one up. And channels and label color green. But I hope you're all doing well, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really, really appreciate it. You absolute legends. You are the realist. You are the hardcore Stretford Posters, guys. You are the hardcore Stretford Posters. Really appreciate you guys. Really, really do, of course. Right, let me just get this up instead. Right. Right, we're ready to kick off, guys, in this game. We're ready to kick off. Here we go, guys. Kickoff is underway. Morocco against Cameroon in the AFCON quarterfinal, guys. Let me just sort this out for myself, if you don't mind. This one. There we go. This one should be it. Thank you very much. There we go. All right, we are ready, guys. Kenny, what a week for Semenyo. Scored a last-minute goal, then off to Man City. Absolutely. Good evening, Ephraim. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Semenyo is going to be a good signing for them. Definitely, it's going to be a good signing for Man City. But Man City, a serious football team. This is what I'm talking about. Man City. People talk about Man City's 115 and that. But the overriding thing is that they get away with it, and we're just penny pinchers FC. And anyone who could have the audacity to back Ineos now after everything that's gone on, it's a disgrace, to be absolute disgrace. Honestly, I'll be honest, guys. How you can actually have the audacity to back Ineos after all this. And I'm seeing it on Twitter. Big up, Nikki. What's going on, my friend? I had a tooth extraction and the pain is agony. Sorry, Nikki. I mean, toothaches are probably the worst things to have, isn't it? If there's anything in life, there's a couple of things that so pain. When you hit the corner of your toe on the bed or something, or the sofa, that is a very, very bad pain. But when you have a toothache, it's such a nightmare. It's an awful feeling. I don't wish anyone, and I'm wishing you all the best, mate. I really do. Absolutely. Ephraim, Sal, why did protesters Fulham game? Why they have to do the City? I don't know, mate, because they want to enjoy the City game. I've said it many, many times, Ephraim, that the protests are not aggressive enough. We don't have we're just not scary enough, if you know what I mean. We're just not that team anymore. Unfortunately, I want Man United to be scary. I want Man United to be intimidating, a bit like the ultras in Inter Milan, for example, where the managers go on the pitch and they have to answer to the fans and things like that. We're just not that team. We're just like, oh, I want to have my pint and I want to go and watch the game. You know what I mean? They will still fill up the stadium. Everyone talks about the empty stadium, empty the stadium, blah, 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 but they will never empty the stadium, guys. They will never empty it. No way, not in a million years. It's just the way they are, guys. They won't do it, And obviously the aggression thing. And if we try to be aggressive, obviously it could be criminal proceedings against people. They have their season tickets removed from them and blah blah blah. And people care so much about the season tickets as well. This is the thing, what's going on at this football club is a disgrace. At the end of the day. Yo, William, what's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the AFCON. Guys, the only place to watch the AFCON, of course. The only place to watch the AFCON. Big up yourself. I had a wisdom tooth removed. That was painful. Yeah, my wife had a wisdom tooth removed not so long ago. It's the worst thing in the world. It is the worst thing in the world. I haven't had a wisdom tooth out yet. Like, fingers crossed, guys. I haven't had a wisdom tooth yet. I probably will get one. But the thing is, right, I have two of my teeth missing. One here, one here. Oh, because I used to kickbox and stuff like that. I lost two of my tooth. Right, I didn't. And obviously, it's not because I ate loads of sugar and chocolates. Right, so yeah, I had two of them. So I don't know if my wisdom tooth grows, if it's going to push them two forward, and I'll be all right. Maybe it neutralize itself. I don't know. Did you see my Instagram message I sent you? Which one, mate? Let me have a look, mate. I ain't looked at my Instagram. I hardly look at my Instagram, to be honest. It's a bit of a derelict at the moment. My Instagram. Let me have a look for you. I'm gonna have a look. Right, my guy. Let me have a look. Let me see. There's Marky Mark there. Big up Marky Mark, by the way, if he's in the house. Big up. Which one is you? Where did you write the Instagram message, William? I've got two. I've got Stretford Post and I obviously got my personal one, Sal. Which one was it? Will like to take James Garner back or don't know? No, thank you, mate. Not good enough. That'll just be a typical Glazonomic signing. Don't want him. Didn't work out first time. Don't want it. That's no offense to him. He's all right. They should be spending some bloody money. That's what it is. We're trying to get Belabor right now or somebody. You know what I mean? William, personal one, mate. All right, let me have a look, William. You motherfucker. No, I'm joking. Let me have a look. I don't see it, mate. There's nothing here. Oh, it is. Here we go. Oh, this one. Yeah. I know about that one. Where's your profile? Yeah, look, I dropped you I dropped you a follow, William. There you go, mate. Yeah, I've seen that, mate. I've seen that. I have seen that video, yeah. But can I be honest, William? Can I be honest about that video? Can I be totally honest with you, mate? And I'm going to say this with respect. It's just making a mockery again, isn't it? You know what I mean? But it's just if you know what I mean. I'm not a Scrooge. I understand about joking and banter. You know me. But I just think it's making a mockery of it again, just joking around. It's just a joke, isn't it, to these people? And that's the one thing about it. It's not a joke to me. This is the whole thing, you know. And I think that instead of doing these very, very, very well done AI music videos, they should concentrate on getting the job done. Do you know what I mean? You know, they should concentrate on what they're going to do to fix this problem, how they're going to protest, you know, and stuff like that. It was the concert one, Kenny. You know, the concert one with Freddie Mercury and all those people like that. Free kick to Morocco on the right hand side. Cross comes in, and it was close. It's gone out for a corner, guys, to Morocco. It was a good cross. It does show you what a shit show it is, mate. It does exactly that, William. And I'm glad you understand, because at the end of the day, you know, I look at it and thinking, all right, that's a nice video. If we were winning, it's funny, but we're not winning, and we need to do something serious. And again, Ephraim made a good point earlier. Like, why don't they do it in the Man City game? Why don't they do it in in one of those games, in the Arsenal game? Or I know that's at the Emirates, but you know what I mean? They can still do protests. Why don't they do it in a game on Sunday? Why do we have to arrange? Why do we have to arrange protest? Why can't we just do it off the cuff? You know, why can't we just do it? We're just such a soft touch. It's unbelievable. I'll be honest with you. And I respect 1958, because obviously it's better doing something than nothing. But when you're doing something, do something that's meaningful. You know, like I said, I don't say we want Glazers out. I say we want Glazers out. Hip the hop, hibbity bitty, hip the hop, the don't stop, boogity boogity bee. I don't say that because I'm trying to take the piss. I say that because, you know what it is? It's basically a chant. You know, chants are not intimidating. You know what I mean? It's nothing about it. It's not gonna intimidate the Glazers. You know what I mean? It's not going to intimidate guys. And as much as I would love them to look at that and turn around, or Ineos, guys, I don't know how Ineos are going to react. Obviously, this is the first time, funny enough, weirdly enough, that Ineos are being targeted. I think that's crazy, though. But this is the first time that they're being targeted. They should have been targeted a long time ago. But this is the first time that they're going to be targeted, guys. Absolutely. So we got a few minutes on the clock, 0-0 between Cameroon and Morocco, guys. Morocco and Cameroon. A very, very tough game, guys, to be honest with you. This is more like a final than anything else, if you know what I mean. Ephraim, Sal, now people saying Fletcher interview is better than Amram. They are comedy. Mate, they'll say anything to downgrade Amram. Why are they so obsessed with Amram? They keep going on and on about Amram, and they don't know what they're talking about. Absolute pathetic people, you know, little rat. Apparently, this is what I heard, right? I heard that Amram inners, right, are getting schooled online. All I've seen is thousands of people supporting the Amram in brigade. You know, and I've seen my tweet alone has got half a million views, 10,000 likes. You know, I don't understand it. Morocco on the front foot here. Very, very dangerous free kick there, guys. Hakimi, of course. Hakimi has been fouled. Hakimi, of course, one of the best fullbacks in the world, by the way. This is what's good about this game. Cameroon are looking a little bit angry there. Well, yeah, look, you can't pull him like that. But I do understand what the Cameroon player was doing, guys. I do understand that. It was a good cross, though. Brahim Diaz is another player to be looking at as well, guys, in regards to Morocco as well. Raja, don't think Diamande is going to come this month. I don't think bloody nobody is going to be coming this month, mate, at the moment. But I'm going to read you out the rumors that are coming out of Man United tomorrow. You're going to laugh, guys. There's some rumors coming out of Man United. You're going to be like, what the hell is going on here, man? Stop pulling our leg. Raja, he plays right winger on the right bit about Leipzig. Jan Diamande. Who's that? What, Jan Diamande? He does, yeah. By the way, Cameroon are displaying their brand new kit today. This is their brand new kit, just to let you know. Ole meeting tomorrow. The club's gassed me out, man. I don't want Ole gonna salt. So fuck's sake. Honest, this club, honest to God, they're just so stupid, man. Honest to God. Oh, why did we have to get those clowns in charge? Honest to God. I know those facilitators as well, guys. Those facilitators, those who facilitated Ineos and the Glazers, you are absolute frauds. You should hold your head in shame. You should have. Oh goodness, I don't know, guys. Honestly, man. Then what's going on, my friend? I called her Alice Talks Shite on her own show. She's been very hateful lately. She is a hateful person, mate, because she's been called out. Here's Morocco. That's too much, Hakimi. It was a bit of a wasted opportunity there, guys. One thing I've noticed about this tournament is very aggressive. I'll tell you that right now. Get your extra shin pads on, guys, because these games are very aggressive. That was a poor free kick though from Hakimi. Should have really done something with that. Yeah, Amanda, yeah, she's gone very hateful. She is a hateful person. I knew it from before. She's just showing her true colours, mate. She knows she's been called out. She knows she's a plant. She knows she's not a United fan. She knows she's, look at how she talks about Ineos. She never says anything wrong about Ineos. She never does that. She's a plant, and that's basically what it is. You know what I mean? Absolute plant and a fraud. And, these kind of people, these kids making money at Man United is disgraceful. These people don't even support Man United, don't love Man United. They're just there for their own platform. Do you know what I mean? And I don't like going on these people, but when you're going along and saying that every single person who supports Ruben Amorim fancies him and things like that, that's just the immature, little childish, little girly comment that you get, you know what I mean, from people like that. So at the end of the day, she can go to hell as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean? Because the way she's been has been disgraceful. And all of them, I talk about all of them. We can't have decent conversations anymore about it because, they more concentrate more on sound bites and they concentrate more on what, dissing someone and insulting someone rather than coming out with logic. We come up with facts. Right, we always come up with the facts. They always come up with sound bites and trying to be funny, sunglasses and things. We come up with the facts of that. Ultimately, the biggest thing, what I have been arguing from the beginning, is that the managers, no matter who the manager is the manager's not the problem. The problem is the board. The problem has always been the board, and it will always be the board until the board leave. And that has always been my stance. I've always been balanced with that. Yes, I think that Ruben Amorim was treated badly. I think he was lied to. I think the results weren't as bad as people think. I believe we were 3 points from fourth when he left. We were missing half our team. He got a 4 out of 10 transfer window. A toxic environment outside of the football team as well. The madness that's been going on outside the football team as well. And people don't look at that context, and especially the Amorim outers, they don't want to look at that context. Do you know what I mean? And it does annoy me. And Rajat will take Carragher into and Co. Don't want any of them, mate. I really don't care, mate. They're all useless. Carragher was sacked by Middlesbrough. You know what I mean? Carragher was sacked by Middlesbrough, or Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was sacked by Besiktas. Which ones you want? You know what I mean? Michael Hall, what's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. I've just tuned in. Who has played well so far, Morocco or Cameroon, or who is it you reckon will win this match? Morocco have played better so far, Michael. There's been a couple of opportunities for Morocco at the moment. They had a free kick wasted by Hakimi, to be honest. I thought Hakimi was going to shoot. It was 25 yards out. He tried to pass it and he just went out of play. But Morocco have been the better team so far, in my opinion. It does look a little bit aggressive at the moment. It looks a bit nerve-wracking. Both teams look a bit nervous. But it looks like an entertaining game so far. Hopefully it is, because I've been watching most of the AFCON games, and obviously they haven't all been entertaining. They went down to extra time and everything like that, of course. I've noticed she changed too. Look, you know what? You guys, couldn't even mention me if you like. Say, what do you make about Stretford Post calling you out as a fake fan? Tell her, you know what I mean? She can do what she wants at the end of the day. I don't care what people say about me, to be honest. Morocco are missing a few key players today, Michael. Amrabat, Saisi, yes, Anoahi are all carrying injuries. Yeah, they've got a very good team, though. I still look at their team, and you see Hakimi in there. They've got Amrabat on the bench, though, Michael. So they can bring on Amrabat. Hakimi's there, Mazraoui's there, obviously Man United. Brahim Diaz, there's a chance. Oh, just a missed header there. Brahim Diaz is playing as well, though. Guy, absolutely. So he's. But you know what I would say? Look, it's a very interesting game because obviously you get a chance to see these players up front. I've been a big fan of Brahim Diaz for a while, so it's a good chance to see these players. Obviously, I like Amrabat because he played for Man United. There's a big Man United connection there, but it's a corner to Morocco right now. A corner to Morocco, guys. Coming up into 15 minutes. It's 15 minutes gone in the game. Corner to Morocco. Morocco have been a better team so far. They look the more confident team so far, guys. Morocco playing very well, but obviously Cameroon have been solid so far. And it's going to be another corner. Yes, it's another corner. The number 21, he headed it. It deflected over the bar. It is another corner. The number 24. Yeah, it looks like a corner. That is straight a corner. Hakimi will be taking a corner again, guys. The stadium's magnificent, by the way. Fantastic stadium. Beautiful stadium. Cross comes in. Cleared. Can Cameroon look? And Bremo lost the ball there. It's back on the right-hand side. Yeah, they're really pressing. I think that they're really using the home advantage, Morocco, at the moment. Cameroon look a bit scared. I'll be honest, guys. They look a bit scared. They are playing 5 in the middle of the pitch. 5 central midfielders. No, 5 midfielders, should I say. They're playing 5 midfielders. I was shocked about that. You know, they changed their formation a little bit because they usually play like a 3-4-2-1. It's more like a 3-5 or a 5-3-2 kind of formation, if you know what I mean. Raja, I like independent Man United fan than these loud fan channel. Big up, Raja. What, like me? Big up. I think they're all independent in reality. And that's another corner to Morocco. Morocco are going mad. Cameroon are going mad. They're applying for everything. They're screaming for everything, you know. I know why. Guys, I was told something the other day. In regards to these, you know, when the referees and stuff like that, politics, you know, and people were telling me something, oh, you know, the referees in AFCON are really bad and this and that and that, whatever. Michael, I've been watching Yan Diamande all season and I knew he would excel at the AFCON. He would excel, absolutely. I've seen some really good players, Mike. I've seen some really good players. It's a free kick to Cameroon. I've seen some really good players, Mike, at the moment. I would just like that to think that our team, Man United, my team, Man United, are scouting because at the end of the day, you could pick up bargains in the African nations, isn't it? You can find bargains and you can pick up bargains. Do you know what I mean? I hope that they're doing that, of course. Big up, Ryan. What's going on, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Welcome back, my guy. Sal, some of our fans, I think Ole is better the coach than Amram, our fan base. Mate, they're just trying to clutch at straws. You know why they're saying that, Ryan? They're trying to reassure themselves. They're trying to tell themselves that. Guys, we could possibly, if we get knocked out of the FA Cup on Sunday, that's it, guys. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. They better hope we don't get knocked out. I don't want Man United to get knocked out of the FA Cup. You know, I think it's very important that Man United remain in the FA Cup and in case we don't qualify for Europa League for next season and the next season's manager. But they will say anything, mate. You know, they will say bloody Pat Butcher is the better manager than Amram right now because they just want to reassure themselves. They just want to make sure that they're right. They're wrong. And they've been called out by, you know, the one thing about it, they've been called out by the ex-pros, right, that don't have an agenda, don't have a conflict of interest, if you know what I mean. They've called it out factually. It was the wrong decision, should have waited until the end of the season, blah, blah, blah. And you know what? They're just getting defensive. Let them get defensive. The little crybabies they are, you know. And lots of them are doing this through sinister reasons. They didn't like Ruben Amorim because they're sinister. It was something sinister about it. We are 3 points from fourth, factually. They're still with facts here. You know what I mean? And yeah, and all those players out as well. She's been on smoke with people lately. Don't know what demon she's battling. You know what I would say in life, Mandem, in general, in life, you know, you don't have to create enemies with everyone. I tell you something about me. Every time I mention someone, if I mention someone's name, which I do on this channel because I'm not scared of anyone, guys, I'm about the only one. You know what I mean? Even the ones with the big platforms, they don't mention names. I do. And the reason I do that is because I was attacked first. And, you know, people don't know that about me. I've been in this game a very long time. And, you know, if I call them out, I call them out factually because I think they're a cancer to the football club. I really do. I really would want them out of the football club. I don't want them talking about the football club anymore, these guys. They shouldn't be because they're not interested in the football club, you know? And every single thing about them is sinister. And that's what I've been saying it from the beginning. Her, I don't watch her channel. I'll be real, guys. As long as she keeps my name out of her mouth, that's about it. I come from a music background, 20 years. I've got millions of views across the net. You know what I mean? I've got more contacts than her. So at the end of the day, look, as long as she don't talk about me, I don't mind that at the end of the day. But I will tell the truth. She can tell the truth about me. I don't care. But I will tell the truth about these guys, these people. Whatever they are. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's just, I don't condone bullying. I don't condone that. I think it's harsh and I think it's cruel and we shouldn't be doing that. She's entitled to her opinion. But at the same time, what I've seen from the Amram outers, I've seen like what you said earlier, Mandem. Oh, we only support Ruben Amram because we fancy him and all this crap, you know what I mean? And slanderous, insulting things, which insults me, like, because obviously I supported Ruben Amram. Of course, I want an Amram inner, so to speak. I went on that kind of extreme sort of thing, but I understood the context of it and that. But when you're insulting people, it just shows a lack of intelligence and a lack of IQ to articulate a proper argument. And that's all it is at the end of the day, isn't it? And Nikki, Ole was booed out of Old Trafford. Exactly that. And we're going back to that. And we spent 10 million on Ole getting sacked as well. 10 million wasted down the drain, guys. There's an injury here for Cameroon, guys. I'm just trying to figure out who's on the floor. Just trying to figure out who's on the floor. So a big huddle around him at the moment. Oh, that looked nasty, though, to be fair. Yeah, he's you feel for these players, don't you? When players get injured, obviously they put in a lot of effort. Who is it? Just trying to find out who it is. There are a lot of injuries, though. I have seen a lot of injuries in this tournament so far. I've seen a few people going down injured. There's too many people around the player. Can I see the player, for goodness sake? Let me see the player. Who's the one who is injured here? We'll have to wait and see. It's not Belabor, because I've seen Belabor there. Definitely not. I swear, she's a Liverpool fan. Yeah, mate. She's a Liverpool fan. She's just a plant, mate. Look, at the end of the day, I remember a time when you used to go on Sky Sports through talent, and I've been on Sky Sports with my music, guys. So I remember a time you used to go on Sky Sports through talent. Now you can go on Sky Sports just talking shit, It's ridiculous. Rajat, that's true. It's crazy. This club is so repetitive. It didn't work out the first time. Why is it going to work out this time? One thing was damning, guys. I don't know what you think. I don't know if you saw the Roy Keane interview. But a lot of people talking about who he wanted as manager. He wanted Eddie Howe and all that. But forget about that. I think the key moment in that interview was this. He said that, the presenter of the show asked him, have you had a phone call yet in regards to the managerial position? And he said, they're not going to, no, I haven't. I don't think they're going to call me. Like that. I don't think they're going to call me. Don't you think that's damning? Why are they not going to call Roy Keane? Because Alex Ferguson don't like him. It shouldn't matter who likes who. Andy Cole and Teddy Sheringham didn't get on. They won a treble together. Why are we basing this on personal relationships here? Roy Keane would be an absolute perfect fit for Man United right now. What we need right now is Roy Keane. Now, that would be amazing to have Roy Keane there. And it would also add excitement and enthusiasm, wouldn't it, guys? Because we know Roy Keane's not Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to be gassed. He's going to be like, fairies and rainbows and things like that. Do you know what I mean? I actually think that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he's so happy, it can't be real. He's obviously something going on there. But, what I would say is that, yeah, Roy Keane, I think that would be absolutely brilliant. Eric Cantona and Roy Keane, something like that, give them a kick up the backside. My goodness, they wouldn't want to step out of line with Roy Keane. I think that, but you know what he said there was damning. Like, they won't call me, Obviously, we know that he didn't get on with Alex Ferguson all that time and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? But it's a mad thing, guys. It really is, honestly. Kenny, honestly, why would the club hire back a broken man who was sacked by Besiktas? It's mental. This is what someone said earlier. This is what someone said today. They said he hasn't really proven himself. You know, even as an interim, he hasn't proven himself. There are better interims out there, you know, that Man United should be looking at the moment. There are better interims out there. It really is. Here, all I'm seeing is a lot of domination for Morocco at the moment, guys. Here come Morocco inside the box. Nice cross. That's going to be another corner to Morocco, guys. Good clearance on the number 5. Anoui with the cross, guys. He got the cross in the box. It was a nice bit of play there. Good play. That was going straight on the head, guys. And it's going to be a corner to Morocco again. Can Morocco capitalize on this domination because they haven't got a goal yet? Hey, big up, Rich. What's going on, my friend? Rich JD Music. What's going on, Rich? How are you doing, my friend? Hope everything is well. Rich JD Music. It's not Richie Rich, is it? Got my eyes on you. Got my eyes on you. Right. Big up, Rich. Hope you're doing well. Cross comes in. Header. Goal! Morocco have scored, guys. Morocco have scored 1-0. Carby with the goal, guys. It's 1-0 to Morocco, guys. After 25 minutes, it's 1-0 to Morocco. Morocco have taken a lead, deservedly taken a lead. I am a bit disappointed with Cameroon here. Cameroon have been sitting back, and they're just waiting for Morocco to score, guys. 1-0 to Morocco, guys. 1-0 to Morocco. Great header. Is it El Karbi? Great header, straight into the corner. Who got the touch, though? Who got the final touch? El Karbi's claiming it. Came up. Yeah, it is. I think it is El Karbi. Is he offside? No, he's onside there. He's onside there. It's the number 10. It's the number 10, guys, which is Diaz. So Brahim Diaz is claiming it. El Karbi got the header. Brahim Diaz, I think, got the last touch. I think Brahim Diaz got the last touch. El Karbi is the man who got the crucial header, but it was Brahim Diaz who got the last touch. So Brahim Diaz, 1-0 to Morocco, guys. 1-0 to Morocco. Well-deserved goal for Morocco, guys. Well-deserved goal, absolutely. Now, what have Cameroon got? Are Cameroon going to come out now? Will Cameroon come out? Finally, will Cameroon come out? They should have come out in the first place. Absolutely. So at the moment, we're getting Mbeumo back. At the moment, as it stands. Afternoon, Marky Mark. How you doing, my friend? Are we doing well? Afternoon, Sal and the Queen. How are you, my friend? Hoping for a win this Sunday? Absolutely, mate. Spot on. Hope we get the win. Of course, we'll be supporting the club. That's what we do. They only care about creators I watch, and then they only know how again, depending on the topic, they only about 4 creators I watch, and then about now and then, depending on the topic, yeah. There's lots of people have changed a little bit recently. I don't know why. It's because of the Amram thing or whatever, but there are a lot of people who are starting to change and starting to show their true colors. Do you know what I mean? It's just a content creation game. It's a content creation game, crabs on the barrel syndrome, innit? At the end of the day, I find it really funny because I actually went out and done things in life, not just done content creation. You know what I mean? These people are funny. Like they go funny and things just go, I don't think she will respond unless you give her a super chat. You know what I mean? Kenny, we would have beaten Burnley with Amram, to be honest. Yes, these players look lost without the guidance. I think it won't be funny if we get knocked out in the FA Cup because that is our only hope of getting into Europe. Here's a cross from Cameroon. First chance for Cameroon. Can they get it? Oof. Now Cameroon decide to attack. The home advantage is very important. Here come Morocco though on the counter on the left-hand side. So they need to sprint in the box there. Well tackled, well defended there. But it's coming back at them. No, it's back. The board never respected Amram that much. That's why they were dictating everything to him. They're not going to do that. They're not going to respect anyone, Mr. Toreka. The one thing about it, you're right, they didn't respect him, but they're not going to respect anyone. The thing is that Ruben Amram didn't take it. and he responded. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and people like that won't respond. They'll just take it like a good little boy, like down doggy, down doggy. You know what I mean? And that's it, And this is where Man United, we're in trouble, guys, because at the end of the day, when you've got incompetent people owning this football club and making decisions about this football club, it's ridiculous, man. Honest to God. Absolutely. Hey, big up, Daz. What's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. The United fur kit next season is nice. Devil in the middle. I've not bought a shirt, Daz, for years. I'm not going to feed into the Glazers. I love the shirts. I think they're nice. I don't think they've got much of an imagination because they keep copying the old shirts, trying to play on the Man United heartstrings again. They're trying to manipulate Man United again, Man United fan base again. This is what they're doing, guys. Let me wake you up, guys, because this is what they're doing. They're trying to manipulate the fan base, whether that be subconsciously, emotionally, or they just don't have a clue how to design football tops. They're just copying everything what was in the past. Ephraim, so the fans who want Ole to the one who said to get him out of revisionism is mad, mate. Listen, no, I would nothing more than Ole to come in and be an absolute success. But you and me know as well as anybody, guys, that, it's not going to be. We might get a new manager bounce. But it's not going to last long, guys. I said Red Bull FC, innit? I said Red Bull FC earlier on because obviously you get that boost and then it goes straight back down, crashing down. Mandem. Carrot will come in, do a job, help transition well to get the next manager. With Ole, though, if we supposedly get Champions League and probably win the FA Cup, most fans would want him to stay. This is the problem, Mandem. Even with Carrick, mate, and Fletcher. But why? At the end of the day, you look at it. Let's be honest, guys. Let's be real. Forget about nostalgia. Forget about he used to play for Man United. He's an Man United player. I don't know why we're just looking at ex-Man United players, by the way. It's just doubles down on the manipulation thing. Who's a better manager? Ruben Amorim or Ole, Carrick, or Fletcher? Anyone in the world would tell you the answer to that, innit? We're getting a lesser manager now. We're going to have a lesser manager. So well done, the Amorim hours. We're going to have a lesser manager now. And that manager could quite possibly manipulate the board, which they easily manipulated, of course, gullible fan base as well, and end up staying at Man United until the end. Absolutely. Guys, we are in the 32nd minute. It is 1-0 to Morocco, guys, courtesy of Brahim Diaz. Raja. No, I don't think Sesko scored more these two goals, and especially Bruno's positioning playing a 3-5-2. But it doesn't mean Ruben would fully fault Sesko's very tidy link play. Man United would have won the game, Rajat. That's the most important thing. Man United have already beaten Burnley this season. Man United would have won the game. How do you know that Sesko wouldn't have scored them goals? We might have won 4-0. Who knows? You don't know. We would have won that game, mate. Definitely. Raja, we wouldn't have drawn against Burnley. They're shit. We would have won. That's one of the games we would have won under Ruben Amorim. She just tried to brush it off, but I made it known that antics is also causing issues in the fan base. Yeah, she's just a girl, Mandem. She's just, just whatever, man. You know what I mean? It's difficult to have sensible conversations on YouTube. It is rich JDD music, mate. It's difficult because people have agendas and people are not seeing the wood from the trees. They're not really analyzing the game properly. They're analyzing game based on emotion, based on egotistical narratives, and they're also on their own opinion. They worship their own opinion, and they don't really support the football club. And that's what the big problem is, Michael, yeah, Morocco have a lot of players that play some very good clubs in Europe. They are definitely the strongest team in North Africa. I suppose they're best in Africa. The problem is, though, there's a lot of talk about Egypt. Egypt always seem to do something, don't they? They always seem to pull through in the AFCON. Why do I look at Cameroon and I just see a lot of panic? There's a lot of arguing and a lot of panic. They're claiming a penalty, Morocco. They're claiming a penalty here. It's going to go to VAR, maybe. I don't know. It was an accident. It's no penalty. 34 minutes on the clock, guys. It was an accident. I don't think it's a penalty. No way. That would be a very, very, very harsh penalty. Big up, Helge. What's going on, my friend? Are we doing well? What a crazy world we live in nowadays. Clubs are going to shit and people are super positive about not getting signings. I don't get it. Idiots, mate. Idiots. That money that sacked Ruben Amorim, Helge, could have bought Ruben Neves. Each to their own, innit? No top clubs will make these knee-jerk type reactions because apparently Real want to sack Xabi. Real want to sack Xabi. It's maybe already made, but they will still give him until June. Yeah, but he would not come to Man United though because of the Liverpool connections. And if you know about the Liverpool connections, he's not going to go to Man United 100%. So relevant to us, you know. The problem with again, we look at things in a similar light in regards to Real Madrid is that they brought in Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso is a back three manager. He knew he couldn't go to Real Madrid and play the back three. So he's been playing the back four. And obviously he's not a back four manager. And lo and behold, he's struggling, you know. Sal, Roy Keane is not happy about hiring ex-players. And he said that they will not call manager the club spot on. Yeah. They won't call Roy Keane because, you know, the fallout between Alex Ferguson. But, you know, that's disgraceful because at the end of the day, football should not be based around relationships and things like that. It should be based around what's best for the football club. I actually think Roy Keane is the right man for the football club right now. I've said this for a very long time. I've always wanted to see Roy Keane, David Beckham, Eric Cantona in the football club. But here you go. A little bit of a positive response from Cameroon here. Nothing too amazing, but they have got more possession. What I didn't like about the start of the game, I don't understand why teams start so slow and so nervous. Go for it, Bray. Go for it. You know what I mean? Go for it. Helge, we are so going to spin Mainu, Bruno, Maguire, AFCON players back like new signings. Mate, come on. Look, there's nothing I want, Helge, bro, than Man United to be good and Man United to win football matches. But we got very big tests coming up. And no better tests than what? Arsenal and Man City are coming up very, very soon. Let's see what we do. Here come Morocco on the attack, guys. Oh, what a save. Was that a save? Just missed the post. What a shot that was. What a shot that was. Amazing shot, that one. Incredible shot there, guys. From Ezal Zui. What a great shot. Ezal Zui. Guys, what a great shot that was. Oof, just wide. Just wide. Collier is a new signing, yeah. Guys, I'm telling you, can I be honest with you, Rich, my guy? Can I be honest? I think that Man United are in line. Man United, you know, they're flirting with disaster. I'm telling you right now, Man United right now are flirting with disaster. They really are. Jan Diamado plays a Leipzig, yep. And if Man United were to buy him, I realize it would ask for a huge transfer fee, and I doubt that. You know, he's actually valued, Michael, at 120 million. We offered 90. They're not going to offer that. They were not going to offer 120 million. Even if Vivel's connection to the Red Bull group, it doesn't matter. We're gonna have to try harder. I like Diakite. He plays for Salzburg. He's on loan at Lausanne. I like Diakite. Why don't we look at that player? He's a Mali player. Look at him, you know, someone cheaper. Amorim has beaten Brighton, by the way. Yeah. So that'd be 2, wouldn't it, Kenny? You know? So far. Held, I think it's almost funny that those who are super Amorim out were also super Solskjaer out, so they've been begging to sack Amorim and now get another manager. And they're only happy that they got Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. They're getting another manager because Amorim's sat. They're not happy any other ways. You know what it is Held, it's a defensive mechanism. It's trying to add weight into their narrative, trying to cover up their dead opinions and their slanderous, harmful opinions. That's what it is at the end of the day. So they've got rid of Amorim. Fair play. They've got rid of him. He's gone. All right, now we're going to get a new manager in, and it's going to be an old manager, and they're going to be against him in a couple of weeks. Don't worry about that. When we lose to Man City, and if we lose to Arsenal, which they're playing for things, big things, Man City for the league, Arsenal for the league, you know, if we lose those 2 games, I'm sure it's going to get very toxic very soon. And I'm going to say, well, you should just get Ruben Amorim. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's ridiculous. And wait till the summer. Pat Butcher would be on fire, but yeah, should be better with those earrings. Definitely. Yeah, I mean, big up William. I don't think we should get interim at all, full stop. So I'm not happy sacking Amram, obviously, but even more fuming that we are even going to place him with a proper one shambles. So, look, you know, I'm just exactly like you, Helge, and we shouldn't have sacked him. We should have waited to the summer and reevaluated it. That would have been a fair thing to do. But we know, Helge, and it's been clarified that, you know, from Peter Schmeichel today, you know, on my viral tweet, by the way, that people were hating. I mean, you know, what I would say is that Peter Schmeichel said it was an ego thing. It was basically an ego thing. He was sacked because of ego. Their ego was hurt. You know, their pride was hurt. That's why they sacked him. Now, Schmeichel said it absolutely perfect. What they should have said is like, okay, he's a bit mouthy. All right, it's not good. But what we need to do is go up to Ruben Amorim and ask him, how are we going to fix this? What do you want? Like, this is not on. You can't keep going in the media and saying this and that. What's the problem? And the thing is, it probably has been going on a long time. And he's probably been very, very frustrated. He's probably had enough, you know? And that's what it is, you know? He's probably had enough of it, you know? Ryan, big up, my friend. Big up, Kaylee. Hope you're well. Big up, Ryan. After we knew the Burnley and Wilcox questioned some of the players' mentality. He's a hypocrite. Wilcox is a hypocrite, mate. He's a hypocrite. He said himself he sees himself as a manager, so he gets involved, you know, prematurely, you know? May as well have Fletcher as interim coach, to be honest. All these options don't look very good. Nah, mate, it's not very good. It's like choosing between your finger and thumb. Which one should we chop off? Should I check my index or my thumb? Which one? It's exactly the same, mate. You know, it's a bit like, you know, there's two guys, you know what, trying to bully your wife, and then you go to punch one of those guys, you end up hitting your wife. It's like, my goodness me. Madness. Helge, by accident. I feel like our fan base usually aren't in agreement about anything, but it seems like experts, ex-players, and most fans all agree getting interims. Schultz guy, etc. is shocking. It's so stupid. So it's stupid, mate. Stupid. It is stupid. Nothing is going to improve, and that's the bottom line. You know what I mean? Absolutely. It's so crazy sacking Amram without having even a sniff of a plan. They started frantically calling ex-players, "Hey, yo, can you help?" It's so immature. It's so amateur. And that just goes to show you, and that doubles down on the fact that they sacked him because of what he said and not what his performances were on the pitch. It's exactly that. 3 points on fourth. Now we're going from fourth to seventh. We're going from fifth to seventh now. Good start, innit? Could be at the FA Cup on Sunday. I agree. You know, I agree that, you know, they should have. I mean, that they know that this was unexpected. You know what I mean? They weren't going to say. He would put fear in those players. He would, yeah. But then again, you know what those players are like. They'll just leak things to the media and blah blah blah, and just piss him off, and then they're not getting sacked as well because player power. Bold. Is Roy Keane going to answer to Wilcox? Think of this scenario: Jason Wilcox, Roy Keane. Jason Wilcox is a prat. You know, Jason Wilcox is a prat. You think that Roy Keane will answer to that prat? No. If you know about football, you know about the 90s, you know about Blackburn Rovers, you know about Jason Wilcox, who used to play for Blackburn Rovers, and you know about the rivalry between Man United. Roy Keane hated Jason Wilcox, what I remember. Helge, I noticed that some of the same sack thing, spot on, Sal. No, they're not going to call me. Why not? Of all those mentioned, he should be the only one, the first call they do. Politics, mate. Personal feelings and what Alex Ferguson thinks about that and what Alex Ferguson thinks about that should not matter. What Alex Ferguson thought about when he was leaving, when he chose David Moyes as the second choice anyway, right? It was a mistake. And we are suffering that mistake to this day. Just because Alex Ferguson, and boy, Alex Ferguson is a legend. You know? A legend. A legend. Right? Alex Ferguson is a legend. And he made mistakes, you know? No, I don't want Roy Keane as a coach. Why don't you want him, Rajat? Because you're too young to remember him? You know, why don't you want Roy Keane? Why not? Because he add a little bit of discipline. Why, mate? Tell me, Care Bear. Why? Let's go. Big up, Kenny. Still 1-0 to Morocco, by the way, guys. Michael, it was all Morocco before they scored, to be fair. The goal was coming, absolutely. El Kabi, excellent forward. I think it was nicked in by Brahim Diaz, though, wasn't it? I think it was nicked in by Brahim Diaz. I remember when Keaton coached Sunderland and he said he can't get decent players to come to the club. Yeah, because obviously, but he did well at Sunderland. Initially, he was doing very well at Sunderland. I think he'd do fantastic well on an interim basis at Man United. I think we need him. I think it'd be brilliant. As a proper Man United fan, I'm not Raja who's supported the fan 5 minutes. I supported Man United 40 years. You know what I mean? I know about what would be a good manager for Man United. No disrespect, but I know what would be a good manager for Man United. You know what I mean? Diaz is a very good player. Yeah. Half Spanish, half Moroccan. Quality 10, absolutely, Raja. Alice and Bremo will be back for City, fingers crossed. They've got a free kick here. Let's see what they do with this. Cameroon have got a free kick on the left-hand side, guys. It's not a full house, surprisingly, but here we go. Cross comes in. It's a poor kick. Poor kick so far. Helge, remember when you spoke here on channel a couple of months ago and we all said we aren't that far away, that people think. Then suddenly we are miles behind it again because Fragile Wilcott's got his feelings hurt. Exactly that. And some of those fragile little fans out there who don't understand ball. I understand sports science. These people don't understand the ins and outs of it. They just look at things from the physicality kind of thing. They just look at things from, I kick ball in goal, it's a goal. Well, hey, that's it. That's how they see football. You know what I mean? They're a bit like FIFA 95. You know what I mean? Even less. Thing about football. Do you have a team you want to win the AFCON? I want Morocco to win. Morocco is a good team to win it. I think they're a good team. They're at home. I don't mind Morocco. I wouldn't mind Algeria. I think they got some good players as well. I won't mind Algeria to win the AFCON. I have got a soft spot for Cameroon, yes. And I have got a soft spot for Nigeria as well, by the way. But if I was going to pick someone up, yeah, Morocco. Let's go for Morocco. Let's go for them to win it because at home, it'd be nice, it'd be good atmosphere and stuff. Solskjaer is going to say, thank you for not signing any players. I have everything I need. Oh God, don't say that. Enrique at the moment, Kaylee, is the best man for the job, yes. Full time. We won't do it though, will we, Kaylee? We won't do it though, will we? You know? Sal, what is my brother Mbremo is coming home? Come on, Bilal. He's coming home. He's coming home. Emotions. We can't wait to see him. One or two things are going to happen. One, we do a good job in the Champions League and gets the full-time. Get Champions League and he gets the full-time job and we have no future. He does shit and ruins our future either way. Can I just say something, Helge? The last time that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer came into Man United, we had Matic, Herrera and Pogba in the midfield. You know? We had a better squad, a more experienced squad. We had Martial. We had all them players up there who were cooking at that time. You know, you know what I would say, Helge? It's gonna be hard. You got Man City first game, 17th, Man City. You know, but one of the biggest concerns for me, Helge, I don't know if you know, but the news about surrounding Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is sort of like diluted a little bit because I know for a fact that Ineos look at social media. I know they look at social media, they look at reactions, and they've seen the negative reaction, not only on social media, but also in the media, on television and stuff like that. They've seen the negative reaction around it. So they're thinking, oh, you know what I mean? Guys, I would love Roy Keane to come to Man United. Forget Carrick, he's boring. Carrick is boring. He's so uninspirational. Great player, boring person. That's why he was sacked from Middlesbrough. Go and get Roy Keane, guys. Go and get Roy Keane. Convince Cantona, whatever you want to do. One of those guys will be absolute fire, guys. People have not witnessed these guys at Man United. You don't know how great these guys were. Honest to God, you don't. These guys, my goodness me. Luis Enrique Contel, Tuchel, Emery, etc. won't go near the job. First day at the job, and they're told to set up a team by Wilcox. Exactly that. Exactly that. Imagine Jason Wilcox, who's never managed a team in his life, telling you how to do your job. Telling you to play a four at the back, telling you to do this, telling you to do that. That's why Ruben Amorim was, found it hard sometimes because of him, Like I always say, listening to you speak is therapy. Thanks, Helge. It's good to have you here every day, my friend. You're much love to you, brother. You're a good person. One of the few in the world who speaks sense and make me feel like I'm not going crazy. You're not, mate. The world is going crazy, but not you, mate. And that's what it is. Never, ever stop voicing your opinion and stand your ground, mate. Yeah, mate, look, at the end of the day, Helge, I fell out with a lot of people in here because I speak the truth. And I don't sugarcoat things. I'm not Willy Wonka. And the thing is that they don't like me for that. There's a number of things they don't like me for. They can talk about me and try and say sinister things about me, but I don't care. I'm going to carry on speaking the truth. And that's just the way it is. They can say what they like about me. They could talk about how they got 100,000 subscribers on their YouTube because of Mark Goldbridge. I can talk about how I've actually got done ththings with talent, with music and stuff. And you could talk about, I'm sitting here in Abu Dhabi, And, at the end of the day, they can just sit in their little flat in Tottenham and talk shit about me. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Do you know what I mean? I don't care. And agreeing with each other. That's why I call them the man dem minions. Because that's what they are, the man dem minions. And, I've seen a lot of man dem minions in my life. You know what I mean? And none of them amount to anything. You're never going to have a man dem minion managing Manchester United, are you? At the end of the day. So, look, I call things as they are. At the end of the day, I just don't think we're going to win a league. Ultimately, what do Man United need to do? Man United need to challenge for league titles. That's what Man United need to do. Ultimately, that's not going to happen. It's not. We're not going to win the league. Not like this, guys. Definitely not. We're not winning any league, guys, to be honest with you. We're not winning any league. We may win a few games. Of course, we're going to win a few games, but we're definitely not winning the league, guys. Absolutely not. Not like this. Yep, Ivory Coast are defending champs. Yes, they are. No to Alonso, says Kaylee. He's not going to come to Man United anyway. He won't ruin his Liverpool legacy. Morocco demanded the referee to be changed before the match. The original ref for this match was Egyptian, but the ref was changed, and the referee is in the match now. Is from neighboring Mauritania. Why did they ask for didn't they want an Egyptian referee? Shouldn't that favor them? Do they have a right to change the referee? I thought Egypt and Morocco got on. Both Arabic, I don't know. Both Arabic, French-speaking country. I don't know, guys. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I mean, I thought they got on. I don't know. It is well known that Morocco and Algeria have a big dislike of Egypt, and there is a big rivalry there. But to have the referee changed is a bit too much. I agree with that, Michael Hall. Guys, it's a bit like saying, when the World Cup comes on and England got a German manager, or England have got a French manager or someone like that, and they, it's a bit like saying, come on, guys, England are not going to turn around and say, no, we don't like the German or Spanish referee, guys. England are not going to turn around and say, we don't want that. They're going to say, get lost. You either take it or get out of the tournament. That's weird. That's mad. That's corruption. Helge, I don't know what you think about this, but I may presume we are thinking the same. My God, Amorim is going to get a good job and then absolutely smash it. It's going to be hard for me to witness. He was that guy. He was that guy. Let me tell you this. I will call things as they are. I'm telling you right now. If he wasn't, I would tell you that with my chest. I would tell you that. I've had people who dislike Man United, but are very, very good. They have a very, very good IQ in regards to football. And they said, you've made a mistake. You made a mistake. You see the way they were playing. You see the patterns of play. You see the way they were dominating games against Leeds, against Villa. You see the way they think. You see how the XG were top three. You were top three in every XG. Few signings, that would have exploded eventually. It would have exploded. And then suddenly you're going to see this football. And you're going to be like, wow. Look at Arteta. People could banter Arteta. They could talk about Arteta until the cows come home. But Arteta, Arsenal are going to be the best team in Europe. Don't worry about that. I don't like Arsenal. I despise Arsenal. but they're going to be the best team in Europe. If not, they already are. You know, and this is what we're talking about. Enrique would demand backing from the board, but they'll give him a couple of players, Kaylee, and then not give him any more. Rajat, club gets more disappointed with every week, if not every day. There's Man United just news headlines every single day. You mentioned it earlier the other day. You don't think it really matters who we get in the next. I agree. But what would your dream choice might be controversial? But I don't mind De Zerbi, Helge, but I stand by what I said, that I don't care. Right, I don't care about the interim. I don't care because I don't want an interim. Like you said, Helge, I don't want an interim. I would much rather have a permanent manager. I wouldn't mind them getting interim if they've already made the agreement for the new manager in the summer and everything's already there in place contractually and everything. I wouldn't mind. You know, for me, it will be Luis Enrique. I think he's the best manager in the world at the moment. Won the Champions League with PSG. Lost his daughter not too long ago. And to show the character to come back and win the Champions League with PSG shows this, doesn't it? You know? And that's why I want him. That's why I want him. But Kaylee's right. When we get new manager, it doesn't matter who we get, they're going to have to be backed. And not backed half-heartedly, 4 out of 10 windows and all that. They're going to have to be backed properly. You know? Look at the way Enrique done things at PSG. He didn't get Galacticos signings. He didn't get big names. He got players, brought them in and developed them and made them into a good team. He was backed with the players that he wanted to bring in. And the players he wanted to get out, including Lionel Messi, were out the door. You know? Got to manager to Ferguson only cares about winning mentality. Would love him at the club, but he wants to go near me. He won't last long at Man United, unfortunately, Helge. And his record at Tottenham wasn't too shabby. It wasn't too good. Serie A is not that league, Helge. I would say that. I would double down on that, mate. Serie A is not a good league. And he's a good manager, disciplined. He plays free at the back. And we're not going to back that. So we need to stay away from that now. He plays worse football than... he's a champion, though, Roger. He has a lot of goals. Smash the likes. Smash the likes. Big up, everyone. I'm really shook that no ex-player have said Solskjaer, Carrick could work. I don't think one have said it. And those are the mates. Tells you all you need to know. Exactly that. Moyes was a big mistake, mate. Moyes was a critical mistake, Nicky. It cannot be underestimated how... Look, I witnessed the whole of Alex Ferguson's career. Let's not go around changing history. He was harsh on some people. He was harsh on Stum. He was harsh on Van Nistelrooy. Of course he was. He's harsh on Beckham. You know, he was harsh on Bruce. He was harsh on some of those players, guys. And some of those players were winners as well. He was harsh on them. Imagine Conte telling any manager, mate, any manager, he would get told to F off. Who are you? I'm the manager. No, you're not. You're the first team coach. Imagine telling Conte, you're not the manager, you're the first team coach. What? I don't understand this. What did the first team coach? What did the first team coach? What is this? I mean, Care Bears. He would give him everything, mate. He's one of the best players to ever grace the game, my friend. And people who never witnessed him will never know that. Ask Zinedine Zidane. You know, one of the greats. And he should be managing Man United. Wilcox is a Care Bear. Yes, he is. He's a Care Bear. He's a crossbreed between a Care Bear and My Little Pony. And Barney the dinosaur as well. Kenny, I'd say Algeria. You never know. Algeria, a good team. I saw some very good. Mazza looks good. Chaidi looks good. Very good players coming through at Algeria, as usual. As we know, a lot of the French team were Algerian. You know what I mean? Zidane, Benzema and stuff. Big up, Victor. What's going on, Victor Sam? Hope you're doing. Morocco may be playing well, but the whole game seems arranged against Cameroon. The complacency of the referee is glaring. What do you think, Victor? I mean, I know that Cameroon have started this game very, very, how do I say it, rebellious. They've come out with a lot of anger. I wouldn't blame them, and I'll tell you why I don't blame them, because if there is any team that comes out there and has dictates who's going to be the referee, that's a little bit suspicious to me. And my good friend is from Algeria. He told me that the problem with African football, he said the referees is corrupt. He said it, right? And he said that, for example, there was a game in Algeria, right? And the team that didn't need, there was a team that didn't need to win, but the team that were playing them had to win, right? And to win the league. But the team that were playing them were affiliated to the other team that were challenging for the league, that was second. But the team that they were playing didn't have nothing to play. And basically, he said that they had a referee from the same town as the team that they played, and they ended up losing the league title or something like that, a lot along those lines. And it was like, you know, crazy. Look, I'm a big fan of Cameroon. I hope they do well. I like Cameroon. I like Cameroon people. I like, they introduced me to African football. I've said it before, Roger Miller and 1990 World Cup and all that, you know. Guys, just a little bit of a fact about me. I had, you know, Kanu of Nigeria. I had Kanu's cousin at my wedding, right? And so I'm a big fan of, I'm a little bit of a big fan of Nigeria as well. So you can't hate on me. Ayo Beats is one of my good friends and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Brilliant producer. But yeah, look, I wish for fairness in football. You know, that's all I do. I wish for fairness. This is why, you know, European football is, you know, but, you know, we can't talk, guys, because listen, guys, let's look at Patrick Dorgu the other day. Let's look at Patrick Dorgu and the stamp on his leg and nothing done about it. Let's look at Semenyo strangling Dalot the other week. Nothing done about it. We can't talk. The referees in all around the world have got their corruption. Man United are the most hated team, you know? It made me laugh a bit to see Goldbridge put up the betting companies, but honest to God, I would have seriously taken him, as an interim ahead of Fletch. At least Goldbridge has admitted his mistakes, because, you know what I mean, he was talking about the formation the other day. Now he's debunking what he said before about the formation. You know, fair play to him. At least he can change his opinion. Takes an intelligent man to change your opinion. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Is Oli Consultation confirmed, Bobby? No, mate. I wouldn't think so. It won't be until Monday. It won't be until Sunday or the weekend. So we're going to hear something over the weekend, mate. We'll hear something over the weekend. I think you will hear something probably on Sunday after the game or just before the game. You'll hear something. It will come out, I think. Is that advisable? Don't know, but, you know. We had so much better squad last time. Cavani and Ronaldo as well. Greenwood, a good Rashford and a quality goal, but a good Martial. Yeah, good squad. Better squad than now. Better quality. Yeah, and it's a disgrace, Helge. Shouldn't be any of those. No one can trust. No one can trust their ownership to make the right decisions. They aren't going to end. This new manager comes in. Absolutely. I don't think it's 100%, Helge. One thing I would say: who's your source? Barbecue. It's not 100%. Let me just tell you that. It's likely, but it's not 100%. It's about 60, 70. That's what I'm hearing. 60, 70% Carrick or Ole. But there could be a twist in turns this weekend. Watch this space. If you want a fire at Man United, then hire Roy Keane as a manager. Have Alan Shearer and Mick McCarthy as his assistants. We'll have a boxing match after half time, Michael Hall. Yeah, we finished what happened that day when Roy Keane got sent off that day at Newcastle. I tried to watch the presser today. Tried, so it's boring, mate. I can't be bothered. I ain't watched any. I can't be bothered. It's boring. No manager is going to succeed under this regime. We can bring Eric Pope. Yeah, but we still want good players, Ryan. We still need good managers. We can't say that no one, we still need to expect the best, because obviously Ineos and that are gonna want, they would love us to say accept mediocrity. Do you know what I mean? We need to expect the best. Do you know what I mean? I know that they're not going to back them. I know that they're clowns. I know that, but we've got more chance of success with a Luis Enrique than with a Carrick or Fletcher or Ole. I still want Man United to be successful. Do you know what I mean? We'll be more successful with one of them than with one of them, if you know what I mean. So I would rather that. Don't sugarcoat things. I don't really want. I need that. Big up, Elge. The manager before Solbakken in Norway, we had the Swedish manager before that, and I got hated for it. National teams need to use their own nationality players and managers. I don't know, mate. I don't know. I mean, I've had enough of Gareth Southgate. I've had I have nightmares about Gareth Southgate. No more of that, please. Thank you, mate. Don't like the idea of an interim and let certain men win. Exactly, bro. Conte did very good at Chelsea FC 15 years ago, mate. I also rate Enrique as the best in the world. Him, Conte, and De Zerbi are my favorites. 2 Italians. What a shock for me. Can't help it. Love Italian passion. Yeah. Italians generally do well in the Premier League as well. Dutch managers don't do well. Do you rate Nagelsmann as a permanent coach how the World Cup gets done? No. I don't. I think he's overrated. And Bremer's not doing great, Hesty. I'll be honest with you, Hesty. He's not doing great. But the night is young. We are about to start the second half. Raja, Enrique don't like big ego. Look at Neymar. Yes, and that's what I like about him. As I mentioned before, the referee was changed at the last minute to a Mauritanian ref. It is known the Mauritanian and Moroccans are being neighbours. That's really bad. That shouldn't happen. So that should be looked into, really. That's cool. Connor was so cool. I loved Mentari. Absolutely. Second half is underway, guys. Welcome aboard. Everyone who's joined me. Guys, welcome aboard. Hope Lacey playing Sunday. That boy is giving me hope. Superstar. Hope so. Keep his feet on the ground. Refs in the Premier League are all-time low. Wrong ones, absolutely. Yeah, it's intelligent and proper to admit you were wrong and change. It's not flip-flop if you are always... I have noticed a little bit of change in Mark, though. I have. Don't know what's happened with him. But he has changed a little bit. Wished him Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Didn't get back to me. It's fine. Some people want to be awkward. That's fine. You know what I mean? It's all right. Yeah. Not that I'm hurt or anything. Will they be interviewing some other outside? I hope they will, Rajat. I think they are. Because no one really wants Carrick and Solskjaer. They've looked at the media. No matter who the manager, if they be backed properly, a waste of time. Ineos will never hire independent-minded manager. We are doomed for as long as Ineos and Glazers lead us last. Absolutely. And we predicted that, didn't we, Victor? Before they came into the football club, these bloody Ineos bootlickers and stuff like that. Big up, my friend, Ethan. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Just bring back me in Bremer back. Maz can wait. Come on, Mark. big up, Ethan. Hey, big up, Relay. So how you doing, my guy? Hope you're doing well. Heard that Goldbridge yesterday, and he's spot on with the Amram situation. And he said, I mean, what Goldbridge is saying now is what we've been saying for ages, for months. You know what I mean? And I was like, calm down. Don't go too much on the manager. Don't go too much on the manager, because he was. Said, listen, look at this context, look at it, and then lo and behold, when he's sacked, you see things in perspective, don't you? You look at things retrospectively and you think, oh, but we were 3 points from fourth. It wasn't actually that bad. And he called out the Glazers. He's not a bad guy. You know what I mean? He's walked off a hero, you know? I have 2 sauces. Carbonara sauce is lovely. Tomato sauce, me and Indicator use the same sauces. Indicator, I don't know what Indicator, AJ Rajesh. He uses cash to get shout outs and stuff. He's a clown, mate. I mean, anyone who listens to that guy, my goodness me. So I'm talking about, guys. I've got more things right than him. Loads of things. And I call things when they're not expected to be called. They call the obvious things, right? They call the obvious things. They're like a river going down a well. Like the water's going down, 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 down. And it's about to get to the edge of the well. And it's about to go down waterfall. Should I say waterfall? Waterfall. It's about to go down the waterfall. And when it gets right at the edge of the waterfall, that's when they call it because it's obvious. And they pretend that, oh, yeah, I knew it. I do things before there's a river. And that's the difference. I'm not tooting my own horn, just to let you know. Ephraim, Sal, some fans talking like we improved so much after Amram. There is no difference in that. There's no difference. They're just talking to them. They're talking absolute junk, mate. We have the top 3 XG in the league. We have the top 3 goals in the league. What are they talking about? They're absolute bonkers, mate. And play Burnley, for fuck's sake. Honest to God. Didn't we beat Burnley with Amram? That's what I'm talking about, man. Helge, I really don't like the idea of getting a World Cup manager, Poch, Tuchel, and the Gelsman. They won't start work for like 30th of July, so they don't come prepared, and next season is fucked. Yep, true. Very true. Very, very true. Very, very true. That is true. I agree. They're not gonna be prepared. No. And looking at Ineos and stuff like that, the way they do business, Helge, they'll use that as an excuse. They'll use that as an excuse. You know that. They'll find any excuse. Oh, we brought in the manager late. We couldn't get the things done. Yellow card for Canus, El Canus, for Morocco, guys. He's got a yellow card here. Actually was that was quite a dangerous challenge. Helge, imagine exhausting the World Cup as well, and non-stop living in a hotel, pressure every day. I know, mate. Every day they won't be refreshed and prepared when they come. Yeah, exactly that. What's even funny under Indicator itself is people believing in him. People are stupid, mate. It's like people believing in the Man Dem Minions, isn't it? You know the Man Dem Minions? Everyone knows. I'm gonna get t-shirts printed. It's copyrighted now. The Man Dem Minions, yeah, are the people believe them, Man Dem Minions. They believe their tactical evaluation, their tactical analysis. It's crazy, Beef Buddy. Yes, Sal. What's going on, my friend? Ting here now. Have you been doing this YouTube thing? Need some advice? Whatever you want, mate. Fire away. I've been doing it a long time, mate. Before those guys were doing it, even before Mark Goldbridge and Terry Flewers, I've been doing YouTube. I was doing YouTube when I was doing my music, and I was doing music shows, and I made music videos, and I put music videos online. Got millions of views across the net with my music, with a real talent. My brother's music. I used to manage him and film his videos. Whatever you want to need, mate, let me know. Speak to me. I'll tell you. Helge, imagine how different our future would be if we just went down our knees and begged Enrique to come. I actually think we would almost challenge for first season. He's so good. He's very good, mate. He's good personality, balanced personality. It's more difficult to get transfers done when it's the World Cup. Yes, this is why we need to utilize the January transfer window. It's World Cup years because performances can impact some players' value, depending. Yes, there is. That's why you need to utilize the January transfer window. Now, Wilcox questions these players' mentality, and we've been saying it for ages. What an idiot. I question his mentality. I really do. Yeah, bro, isn't it something? The Standards Brigade have now lowered their standards of the new manager bounce to drawing against Burnley as a positive, saying we look better, looking better. I mean, yeah. Isn't it ironic? Again, I'm waiting for Alanis Morissette to walk through the door. Don't you think? A little bit ironic. Yeah, I really do think. Absolutely. It is very ironic, guys. And, anything to mold the narrative, isn't it? As long as it molds to their narrative, that's it. They don't care whether they sound like an idiot. They get caught out in HD telling the lies and hypocrites. Can Cameroon equalize, guys? Do Cameroon have the ability to equalize in this game? I don't know. They don't look very dangerous to me, Cameroon. But here we go. You never know. It just takes one shot, guys. It's a free kick to Morocco. We're into the 52nd minute, guys. 1-0 to Morocco, courtesy of Brahim Diaz, the number 10. Guys, nothing in a way of real chances for Cameroon yet. But Cameroon, I would urge them to make a substitution. I bet they'll love Etu, wouldn't they? I bet they'll love Samuel Etu to come on the pitch. Right, here they go again. Mbui. Remember Mbui? What's that Roma player? Because at the moment, Morocco do look a little bit too comfy. Is Xerxes still going Roma? Hello, Sinead. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Is Xerxes going to Roma? Not this season, no. Absolutely not. Everything has been put back. The only way that's going to, because the only way that was going to happen is if one of our players who leave. That's it. Everything's been put back, guys. So yeah, it's just the way it is, isn't it? Glazers out, Ineos out all day long, guys. Absolutely, Ineos out, Glazers out all day long. That's what it's all about, guys. We've got 35 minutes of this game to go. 1-0 to Morocco. Can Cameroon get back into this game, guys? You know, they've got to try. I haven't really seen them shoot. Is Baleba on the ball? He wants to retake it. Baleba. Baleba's one of the most popular players in Africa. Do you know that? You know how popular Baleba is? He's so popular. I've never seen so many fans of Baleba, you know, than any African player. So many fans of Baleba. Honest to God. He's backed. He's got backing. Ephraim, Sal, Aston Villa are waiting to sign Gallagher when their midfield is better than it is a sham. What the owner's done to our football club. I know, mate. Everyone's going to be going way ahead of us now because Man United are going to be like, oh, well, we got a new manager coming in. We spent 27 million on Ruben Amorim and all that business. And they could have spent that 27 million on getting a proper midfielder in there, you know, like Conor Gallagher. Crazy. Raja, no replacement will come. So that means no problem. No. Yep. No one's going. On the title race, I reckon Arsenal will be fine and win. I agree. Yeah, I agree. Arsenal will win the league, mate. Beef bully, yes. If Arsenal don't win the league, they're never going to win the league. They're going to win the league, mate. And well deserved. Congratulations to them. They know how to run a football club. We don't. We have petulant little children who can't be patient. We have a board that want to get involved and become managers as well. We got too many chefs in the kitchen. We got vanity projects. We got cow milkers upstairs who have killed this football club. You know, it's just class, isn't it, really, isn't it? Night and day, man. Best of luck to Arsenal. They've done things the right way. And the same with Man City. I don't care Man City are cheating. I really don't. Because at the end of the day, Man City are getting away with it. You know, they're bosses. They're the ones walking around like a boss, getting away with it. What are we doing? Oh, you know, we can't do that. The FFP and PSR. Oh, we don't want to go near the FFP and PSR. You know, oh, we're going to get deducted points and go bankrupt. What a clown, man. Honest to God. Don't you find it funny that you haven't heard from Jim Ratcliffe over the last few weeks? Or this week in regards to when Amram was out? Don't you think it's funny that we haven't ever heard from him? Here come Morocco on the attack. Right-hand side. But it's going to be one back by Cameroon. Free kick to Morocco. In a dangerous area. Was that? No, it's not. It's a goal kick. Sal, how scary Arsenal draw this Liverpool side? I know, Liverpool is shit, mate. I don't know. But, you know, Liverpool... I didn't like what Martinelli done with Bradley, though. I thought that was out of order. That was really bad. Who's ever seen the WWE? Have you ever seen that clip of Stone Cold Steve Austin going into the hospital acting like a nurse or doctor? And you see Vince McMahon with a cast on his leg and he comes at you. That's basically what the Arsenal player did. Yeah, look. Yeah, it was disgraceful. It was disgraceful, you know. It was absolutely disgraceful. Big up everyone who's joined me, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, please, guys. Don't forget to smash a like on the video. If you guys do that for me, it'd be absolutely fantastic. Got busy weekend this weekend. We got the AFCON. We've also got, obviously, Man United as well playing. I'm doing a special show, guys. I think on Sunday. I might be doing a Napoli against Inter game. Inter against Napoli game because it is a top of the table clash. So I might be doing the Inter against Napoli game. Might be. See how I feel, guys. I need persuasion. I need my audience here. And Martinelli is bot free. Doesn't walk away with no suspension. Arsenal do get a lot of decisions go their way. Raja is a fact, And this narrative that things go against them all the time, but by the scary crew, it's a lie. It's ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely ridiculous, guys. Really is. Yeah. So did you see the letter from the guy Rui Faria, who was with I think it was Jose Mourinho for a period? A great club's philosophy used to be about silverware. Coaches were hired for their winning streaks in order to achieve the club's objectives. Today, coaches are often hired according to their willingness to accept a club's business plan. Coaches are led to believe they are at the helm of a sports project in which they can manage their own decision-making while influencing different departments in order to achieve sporting success. The club's business plan, however, is essentially about numbers, with each department set up to achieve its own objectives, contesting any coaching decision that would hinder its own targets, regardless of on-field results. A winning football team is more than the sum of the departmental parts and the setting of department by department objectives. Often comes at the cost of points and silverware won. Yet the coach still remains the face of the unsuccessful project. When basically what he's saying, is that all these Ineoses, for example, and all these boards and these businesses want to get involved. Close from Morocco, good header there from Diaz. They want to get involved, but they don't want to take a brunt of the blame when things go wrong. They want to get involved in team selection. They want to get involved in this. They want to get involved in that, but they don't want to blame themselves. Ineos and Glazers out. Big up, yeah, absolutely. Stephen all day. Would love to get your reaction. Reaction to what, Helge? Reaction to what? What do you mean? What does it all mean? What do you mean? What's going on? What reaction to what, mate? Listen, this game is going on, and Cameroon need to get something from this game, guys. They really do. Let me have a look. That's good. You know what? Did you make that, Helge? Did you make that, Helge? Could you do me a favor, Helge? If you made it, write co-sign Stretford Post, right? Oh, nearly 2-0. Is that over the line? Yeah, don't post it yet, Helge. Don't post it yet. You could post it, yeah. Say, you don't even need to write Stretford Post on it. Just say inspired by Stretford Post or something. That looked over the line, right? You just say inspired by Stretford. Thanks, though, Helge. Yeah, I won't post it yet, but I will. Don't worry about that. Let us play a few more games, and then we'll do it. We'll do it together. Renee, so exactly, Spain's the Sesko signing over the Watkins signing. It makes sense financially in the future, but might have cost Amram the points. In theory, Renee, so we should have got both, shouldn't we? We should have got both. We should have got Watkins and we should have got Sesko, But we didn't. Sally? Thanks, Helge, brother. Thank you. I can't post it, white, so I would get racist and quicker than Usain Bolt. Well, I'm half white, Helge, so I've already been claimed that. I would say that's already been thrown at me already. That thing has already been thrown at me, the clowns. Mandem is basically a Jamaican slang for a group of people, a group of mates. The mandem. That's it. It's like saying wicked, man. Cool. Yeah, fam. Like, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like, it's stupid. You know, we used to use it in England. We use it in England all the time, man, them, you know. I remember I was in hip hop. You know, I was in the UK grime scene, hip hop scene. You know, should have got both. Absolutely, Kenny. I would love to see a successful manager. The players can't take them for a ride and be probably backed with it. I mean, you know, it's Luis Enrique, my guy, Nicky. I'm not looking at anyone but Luis Enrique. That's the one I'm looking at. Should I put it something to do with Stretford Post? Yeah, on the picture itself, I could make a bruv. Stretford Post don't know what he's on about. Yeah, you can do something like that. That'd be funny. Yeah, but you know what? What I would say, Helge, it's just that, you know, when I say man, them minions, people get offended. Like, it's stupid, honest to God. They're so sensitive. They're the most. It's hilarious, mate. It's hilarious. You put caps on them. Did you put caps on them? You had to put caps on them. Let me have a look. Did you put a cap on them? Let me have a look. If you put a cap on them, let me see. You got to put a cap on them, man. You can't not put a cap. You got to put caps on them. You got to put that new era cap on them, Helge. You got to put the caps on them. You got, you got to do it, Helge, my guy. You got to do it. Yeah, I'm more white than anything. Half my family's white. My wife is white. You know, at the end of the day, you know, my mum is white. It's okay. It's but it's okay to, you know, these people are such hypocrites. I'll fix that 100%. Big up, my guy. Raja, need Ben Sesko to have experienced new strikers help. I agree, Raja. Absolutely. We're not going to get that though, are we? We're never going to get it. Absolutely not. Big up everyone though, guys. Really absolute legends. Thank you for joining me on the AFCON. Of course, this game is a very competitive game so far. Morocco are still winning 1-0. I'm half white, mate. I'm half white. My background is so mixed. My dad is Muslim. I've got my great grandmother's a Walner, so she's got German Jew. I've got loads of people, loads. People I'm like the bloody United Nations, guys. Bloody hell, you know. I'm born in England, married to an Italian, so people they want to throw that out in it. Go crybabies, you know what I mean? Just idiots. The man, them minions is funny, and I'll do t-shirts and I'll do caps and I'll wear it proudly, man. So that's what they are. They're destroying our football club. Guys, how long we got? 25 minutes to go. Can Cameroon? Not seen much of Mbremo today, sadly. What's happened to Mbremo? He's got the Man United virus. Big up my guy, Dead Alive. What's going on? Dead Ali. What's going on? Dead Ali V, 1978. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. What United need is an owner like Roman Abramovich who demands success but also backs the manager on the scene. Fantastic comment. I agree. Don't forget to do one really, really big one, Helge, as well. No, bruv. We're cooking, bruv. No, Ten Hag and Amram is a fraud. Who's Stretford Post? Don't know what he's on about. That could come and bite you on the arse, bruv. Let me just, we have to edit that a little bit. More yellow ones, Helge. Look at them, big up. I put new era caps on them with some of them new grubbles. I'm laughing, so big up, mate. Substitution. El Kabi's come off. Amrabat is on. Former Man United player Amrabat, of course. We miss him, of course, guys. We miss Amrabat. We do. Of course we do. Come on, Cameroon. He's coming home. Football's coming home. Morocco, Badger. Amrabat. He's Moroccan. Here we go. Oh, he's on the floor. He's claiming a penalty. Cameroon's claiming a penalty. Mbremo's on the floor. Yeah, make them obese. One of them very, very, very obese with a burger. They deserve it, you know. They're trying to slander my name, you know. The people don't know these things, you know. I DM'd them straight on the DMs. And they oh, no, I'm not, bro. I'm not talking about you, bro. I'm not talking about you. No, bro. They don't know me like that. No. I'm a gatekeeper, guys. I was in music industry 20 years, mate. There's people I know. People I know, man. Fucking hell. What's the God? No penalty. Is it just me? Is Mbremo look a little bit sluggish recently? I don't know about you guys, but it just comes across a little bit tired, lazy. I don't know what it is, guys, but confidence, I don't know. Could be. Could be confidence. Big up, Helge. Big up, my friend. So, yeah, don't worry about it, Helge. Don't worry. Send me it tomorrow, whatever you want to do. I'll have a look. Here comes Cameroon. Go on, in the box. Get the cross in. Get the cross in, Cameroon. Oh, Helge. You know, we can go really in on them, you know. We can. Corner for Cameroon. Straight to the keeper. Come on. Straight to the keeper. You want Mbremo back instead of Mazza? I think we all do, my friend Kern, big up yourself. I think we all do. I think we all would love Mbremo back. We're lacking attacking-wise, isn't it, bro? We're lacking attacking-wise. We need it. So, you know, even though I like Cameroon, though, I would like Cameroon to equalize. It's a bit of a double-edged sword for me. Ephraim, Sal, the new scapegoating will be Cunha with some of our fans. Absolutely. I think tomorrow when I edit, I'm going to make one of them like spastic female minions. Oh, my goodness. Careful what you say. Everyone is a Mandem minion. You too could be a Mandem minion. Everyone's a Mandem minion. No one is exempt from Mandem minion. Nobody. Come on, Mbremo. Corner to Cameroon. Go on, Cameroon. Corner to Cameroon. Are they going to get the equalizer? 19 minutes to go, guys. 1-0 to Morocco. It's very tight, tense game, guys. 1-0 to Morocco. Can Cameroon get the equalizer, guys? Can they get the equalizer? Come on. Oh, almost. It's a free header. Oh, and Dewey, mate. It was a free header. He just couldn't. He should have dived. He should have dived. He should have dived. He should have dived there. Definitely should have dived. It was Nkudu, guys. Nkudu was that chance there. Nkudu with a big chance for Cameroon to equalize in this game, guys. All right, Morocco are back on the attack here. Bobby's coming home. He'll be playing next week, mate, against Man City. Yes. Come on. We need Mbremo home. We got enough defenders. Oh, free kick to Morocco. Oh, they're not happy about that. They're not happy about that. Lots of anger out there. Lots of tomorrow, Raja. Tomorrow, mate. He could be home as well. He could be home as well. But I think they've got a game against Egypt. So that's like that as well, guys. So it's either Salah or Ahmad goes home. We need Ahmad to go home. Egypt against Ivory Coast. Côte d'Ivoire. Guys, we need them to go home. Sorry, Ivory Coast. Côte d'Ivoire. We need you to go home. Because we need Ahmad and Mbeumo back for Man City. What a gift that would be. The gift that keeps on giving. Needed, yeah, and keep Salah there, isn't it, Kenny? Keep Salah there. Oi! Goal! 2-0. He's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming. Mbeumo's coming home. It's coming home. 2-0 to Morocco, guys. He is coming home in Mbeumo. Our guy is coming back home. Come here, Mbeumo. Don't worry about it, mate. We got you. We got you. Man United's a lovely place to be at the moment. It's a lovely place to be at the moment. He's coming home. They're beating him up. 2-0. 2-0 to Morocco, guys. 2-0. And it is Sabari who got the goal, by the way. Sabari's got the goal. This game is well and truly done and dusted. I can't see Cameroon coming back, but they're going to feel aggrieved, isn't it? They're going to feel aggrieved. He's coming home. He's coming home. He's coming. Mbeumo's coming home. He's coming home. Everyone seems to know the score. They've seen it all before. They just know. They're so sure that Cameroon is going to blow it away, going to throw it away. Come on. I know I wanted Cameroon to win, but you know what I mean? It's a double-edged sword for me, so it's going to bite me anyway. Guys, get in. Game done. More or less. More or less. You never know what happens in football. Mbeumo's coming home. We're going to see him for Man City game. Come on. So good to have the trio back. Sesko and Mbeumo and Cunha. Absolutely. Only problem is, though, Helge, another double-edged sword for you. Bruno moves back into the midfield. Back into the midfield. Back into the midfield. Bruno moves back into the midfield. But Bruno's going to be moving back into the midfield, unfortunately. Most likely. Yes, mate. Home, sweet home. Sweet and sour. Sal, Ivory Coast will go out. Come on. They're going to play Egypt. I hope so. Morocco cooking, bruv. Yeah, they're doing all right. Belaber's coming off, it looks like. Tough luck. Tough titties. Belaber's come off. Belaber hooked, I think. Couple of players hooked. They need to go for it now. There's no point piss balling about, as I say in England. They need to go for it. I don't know if Belaber's come off. He went to the touchline. He went to the bench. I don't know what happened there. He might still be on there. They should have been more urgent from the 60th minute. Cameroon, I don't know why they. Here it comes. On the left-hand side for Cameroon. Gets the cross in. Cleared. Now Cameroon are starting to attack. Bloody hell. Isn't it ironic, man? Now Cameroon starts to attack. Out on the right-hand side. Mbeumo. Can he get the cross in? No, it goes straight in the first man. Straight at the first man. 4, 2, 3, 1. Cunha, Bruno, and Bremo behind Sesko. Could be. Who's going to be the central midfielder? To Sugarte again and Thingy. So Mount will be dropped. Was it who played in the last game? Was it Mount? Xerxes. Yeah. If Mbeumo will play, of course. But I hope he does. Big game for us, Man City. Oh my God, pain extraction has gone. I wonder if a nerve something causing it. Probably me, mate. You should thank me. I'm going to take the glory. You know. We'll try Mount playing CM. I'm watching Wrexham game. So crazy. They lead 2-0 after 50 minutes against Nottingham Forest. Wow. Was that a League Cup? FA Cup. FA Cup tie today. I forgot about that one. Mainly Casemiro or Garte, 2-3. Momo won't play in Brighton, but hopefully City. He won't play against Brighton. That'd be a miracle if he did. However, you know that Hannibal Mebry was only played for Tunisia, and then a couple of days later played against Man United. He went to extra time with Tunisia as well on penalties. You know. Guys, we've got about 10 minutes to go in this game. It's 2-0 to Morocco. Doesn't look like Morocco can concede either. Bruno needs to be managed. I agree with that, Rajat, but I don't think he will. I think what we're getting into the territory now where everyone just wants to win because they want the job. So they're going to play the best team. Even Fletcher, he still thinks he's got a chance. Yeah, I think we reckon we could have a say in who wins it in the Prem. Yeah. Can I be honest? I have more hope away to Arsenal than at Old Trafford against Man City. I don't know why. I just think we're so dud at Old Trafford these days. I think we're not good at Old Trafford anymore for some reason. I don't have any hope every time we play at Old Trafford now. I just don't have that hope anymore, about Old Trafford. But hopefully it changes. I'm not like the them minions. I actually want Man United to win. I never want Man United to lose, by the way. Never in my life have I said, I hope Man United lose, so this person gets sacked, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't do them things. Not me. Etta Eyong is on, by the way. Etta Eyong, of course, was linked to Manchester United. If you know, you know, of course, guys. Yeah. Good player he is, Etta Eyong, as well. He's a good player. I'm surprised Cameroon. I was really shocked by Cameroon today. I know that's maybe the referee is he has been a little bit biased, I think. He has been a bit biased, I think. If I'm being honest, the referee's been a bit atrocious. 214 passes to 154 by Morocco and passes completed. I wouldn't trust that. I don't think you should be changing the referee based on what a team wants. I think that's ridiculous. I think that right there should be looked into by FIFA, I have to go for a birthday party. Been such a good stream. Have a good one, evening. Have a good one, you legend. Thank you, Helge, for cheering us up. Legend, of course, Helge. Norwegian. Nothing rhymes with Norwegian. What rhymes with Norwegian? The Norwegian pigeon. Norwegian Fijian. What rhymes with Norwegian? Can someone tell me? Norwegian Legion. Legion of Norwegian. The Legion of Norwegian crew. Yeah. Legion of Norwegian. Not the Legion of Doom. Yeah, I've said it already. The Legion of Norwegian. Dun, dun, dun. Like they come out in the wrestling with their spikes and things. The Legion of Norwegian. With the spikes in WWE, like the Legion of Doom, remembers? Dun, 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 dun. Or it could be a rap group, Legion of Norwegian. The Legion Norwegian. Well, Helge is part of the Legion of Norwegian, or Norwegian Legion. Norwegian Legion religion. This is the Norwegian Legion religion. You know what I mean? Hold that. Come on. Yeah, you're part of the Norwegian Legion, held. So you are part of that. You and Ella are part of the Norwegian Legion. The Man Them Millions is another one. We need to do our own league. That's what we do. Man Them Millions against Norwegian Legion. Yeah. What rhymes with South African? South African. I don't know what rhymes with that. Someone's got to tell me. My brain's not working quite quickly today. So Norwegian Legion, the Norwegian Legion. Dun, dun, dun. That could be a good rock band. A name for a rock band. One of them ones, you know, those hardcore ones, you know, like Slipknot. Norwegian Legion. You know, one of them really hardcore ones. Bless up, bro. Imagine we couldn't pronounce. Imagine every single word had to start with B. Imagine every word started with B. Hello. We should have a silent letter day. That's what we should have. A silent letter day. You know, a silent letter day. And all we would use is a knife and a sandwich. South African Solskjaer goes, then he's back again. It rhymes. Solskjaer back again. Mate, you know, I got a little bit of nostalgia, but I remember how toxic it got, you know, back then. And it was not good, guys. It really wasn't good. The toxicity was just incredible, man. Honest to God. It was ridiculous. Honestly, the toxicity around when Solskjaer was there the first time. Sal at the wheel. I'll do very well at the wheel, mate. Honest to God. I'll do very, very well at the wheel. I'm telling you right now. I do incredibly well at the wheel. How you doing, Sam? How you doing, mate? Hope you're doing well. Now, if Cameroon need anything, they have to get something now. I don't think they're going to. Again, now, seriously, I've got to go. Big up yourself. Take it easy, brother. Big up, Held. Have a good Friday night, mate. Enjoy the party. Enjoy it, mate. Cameroon are coming out now. They're starting to come out now. I should have played like this from the beginning, but they need to get a goal now. I don't think no, it's not like that. They're going to have been so toothless, Cameroon. Oh, that's a poor challenge. That's a red. Definitely a red. I thought that was a poor challenge. I wondered what happened to She Devils United. I'd like to know. Probably had a fight. I don't know. Probably had a fight. They're all idiots, all of them anyway. All idiots. Embremo isn't playing anything. He hasn't done well. It's a bit worrying about Embremo. I'll be honest. I'll be real though. You know, I'm a bit worried about Embremo's form over the last few games. I'll be honest. Hopefully he picks it up. I really do. The game is more or less done. Yeah, we've got a few minutes left, guys. 2-0 to Morocco. Cameroon have to do something here if they got any chance. Oh. Here's Ambremo. Here we go. Cuts in. Ah. No, I don't think they're going to come back, Rajat. If I'm being real with you, I don't think they're going to come back for this game. It's been fairly comfortable for Morocco, to be honest. Two minutes with about 3 minutes stoppage time left, I reckon. I don't think there's going to be much. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be much stoppage time. Stoppage time? Stockage time. Why am I saying stockage time? Stoppage time, innit? Stockage time. Yeah, take a miracle here. They need an Ole Gunnar Solskjaer come back here, guys. They really do. That's what they need. Don't think that's going to happen somehow. Teddy Sheringham and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Brahim Diaz is coming off. He looks injured. Wrexham beating Forest 2-0. There you go. Wow. There you go, guys. That's football, isn't it? You know, that's football. That's what happens in England sometimes. You know, these games are difficult. I don't think Nottingham Forest are too interested in the FA Cup. They're obviously Nottingham Forest are still in Europe, aren't they? And so, what's your thoughts on Eddie Howe? Steady manager. Nothing incredible. Much better than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Darren Fletcher, and Michael Carrick. Don't think he'll be a bad shout. However, again, his sort of team would require rebuild. He would require rebuild, and would he get that rebuild? And that's the thing, you know, to fit his philosophy. I don't think he's a bad manager. He's not my first choice, though. Definitely not. It's not my first choice. I think he has a good team at Newcastle, you know, but I think he's done well with the players he has as well at the same time, with respect to him. But Luis Enrique is my guy. I want Man United to try everything to get Luis Enrique. I think he's the guy. I think he is. I think we should get him. You know, and if Luis Enrique fails, what's the excuse going to be then? You know, and that's it. You know, we'd be back to square one. You know what I want? I want whatever the majority want, and then we're going to be back here. Big up, Rajat. How you doing? What's the time there? Feel sick, couldn't sleep, cough and cold. Sorry about that, brother. Sorry about that. I hope you get better, mate. It's 12:55, mate. In the midnight. Well, a bit like Rashford did a few years ago, Sam. He just looks like a different player than what I saw at Brentford. Here he goes, though. He has livened up this last few minutes. This is what I like in Bremo. A bit quick. See, he can play quickly. Why doesn't he do that more often? He just comes across some sluggish sometimes. He needs to play a little bit more quicker like that. He's playing very quick at the moment. He's improved his game. His game is up this last few minutes. Can't see how many minutes we've got added on because my finger's so far away. Let me see how many minutes is added on. Five minutes have been added on, guys. 5 minutes have been added on. Cross from Cameroon, corner to Cameroon, guys. They need to do something now if they have any chance of making a miracle happen right now, guys. 5 minutes added on. It's almost done now. Bless up, everyone is joining me. Belabor is nowhere to be found. I know. I don't know where. I know he hasn't played well. He played well in the tournament, Sam, but it's been a tough game. I don't know. Cameroon today have not played well for whatever reason. I think from the kickoff, they just didn't look up for it, in my opinion. They didn't look up for it. It's in Bremer with the corner, guys. Cross comes in. Good cross. Oof. So how you think Morocco made it? You never know what happened. Off to the Emirates Stadium tomorrow to watch Arsenal versus Man United women. Big up, Chrissy. Niece loves Arsenal, so one of her Xmas kids has she never been. 4-hour drive up for us, but told her if United lose. Up? Are you down in South? Are you down in South, Chrissy? Are you going up or are you going down? Which one? Big up and hope you have a lot of fun. Enjoy it. Should be packed there. It will be packed. The women's game is very big down at Arsenal. There's going to be about 60,000 there, definitely. 50, 60. Go. Oh, Cameroon nearly scored. Oh, you're all the way south. I used to live in a place called Dorking. It wasn't too south, but I used to live there. Go on. And Bremo's on fire at the moment. What has happened to him? Bremo's woken up. Bremo's woken up all of a sudden. He's not going to get this though. They're not going to get anything from this game. It's over. It's probably over. Yeah, straight at the keeper. This game is dusted. It's done. This game's over. It's over. It's over, bruv. Going to be a corner. No, it's a goal kick. Looks like it's the end of the road for Cameroon, guys. The end of the road for Cameroon. Sad for Cameroon, but good for Man United. We're going to get Mbeumo back. Good for United. Yeah, we prefer Mbeumo. Game over. Is this over, guys? It's over, guys. The game has finished. Morocco have won by 2-0. A comfortable victory for Morocco, guys. A comfortable victory for Morocco. They've won by 2-0, guys. Courtesy of Briam Diaz's goal, guys, and Sabari with a goal, guys, in the second half. They've won the game. They go on to the semi-final, guys. Morocco will go to the semi-final, guys. Well played, Morocco. Commiserations to Cameroon. Unlucky Cameroon. Did not turn up today for whatever reason. They did not look up for it today. But I wish them the best of luck. And I wish Mbeumo a fantastic trip back to Manchester for the game against Manchester City next week, guys. Absolutely. That's what we want. Congratulations to Morocco. Commiserations to Cameroon. Of course, that is how football works sometimes, guys. But I want to thank every single person in the street. Have a great night. So big up. And Mbeumo, we are waiting for you tomorrow at Old Trafford. Can you imagine he makes the game for the Brighton game? He gets on the bench. Come on, get that flight there. Go on, get a flight now, Mbeumo. Get a flight. You got time. Go and get a flight. Guys, thank you very much. I've enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe, smash a like on the video and all that jazz. Guys, I'm back tomorrow for Breaking Dawn, early in the morning, Breaking Dawn in. And take it easy. Thank you again. Smash a like, guys. On the way out, I'm Sal Walnut. This is the watch along between Cameroon and Morocco. Morocco win 2-0, guys. See you tomorrow. Take it easy. Peace.